Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. So, everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, you're hearing about Sheduer Sanders, son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, quarterback at Jackson State with his dad. Then his dad moved to be the head coach of University of Colorado. Took his son with him, quarterback there as well. But I think in order to understand Shedeur, you got to understand where he came from, man. What movie is that from? But I think it's important to understand the child. You got to know about his father. And Deion Sanders was the greatest cornerback ever. The first, he was the embodiment of the shutdown corner. His side of the field, don't even throw over there. If you do, chances are it's going to get picked and taken back to the house. So that was his father, one of the greatest to ever do it. There are rumors that he ran the fastest 40 time at the Combine, the NFL Combine. You see that, Michelle Obama? When you make a mistake, that's how you correct it. But maybe she did make a mistake. Check that video out. But his father also, at least as flashy and arrogant, if not more than his son. He had, back in the 80s, a Jerry curl was in. I remember as a little kid asking my mom if I could get a Jerry curl, and I think she's still laughing. But he had the Jerry curl, the gold chains. He was making music just like his son. His son has some little bullshit rap career, that mumble rap, fucking heroin sounding bullshit. But his dad did all that shit too. The hey man, I'm the best, and they call him, his nickname's Prime Time. So his dad was also very arrogant, flashy, boisterous. But I still think his father had, funny to say, some humility, because he was still coachable. He could still be a part of an NFL team, not the team, be part of it. But his son doesn't have the talent to back that up. His son has all the bravado and the arrogance and the flashiness, but he doesn't have the talent to back it up. He can't talk all this shit Monday through Saturday, and then come Sunday, he blows your mind with a Hall of Fame level of performance. That's not going to happen with Sheduer Sanders. At least it hasn't happened so far. I'd say his main Achilles heel is holding on to the ball too long. That's why his first season in Colorado, he was sacked 52 times. They only play like 12 or 14 games. Was it 12 games, I think, in college? So that's holding on to the ball too long. He's not that fast. And he has a big arm, like he could chuck it, but he doesn't have a lot of touch. He doesn't have a lot of the fundamentals you want for an NFL quarterback. And you have say Pat Mahomes. He's the best quarterback in the NFL, but he's not really a running quarterback. He can run, he can scoot, but the way he throws it is crazy. His throwing ability is off the charts. He's not known for running. And running quarterbacks don't last long in the NFL. They want that Tom Brady, stand in the pocket, statuesque quarterback. You can get out and scramble when you need to, but they want you dicing people up from the pocket. That's not Sheduer Sanders. And then to see you already driving a Rolls Royce and flashing your Rolex watch and the gold chains, and he had this whole set built, while all the guys are waiting, usually at home or something with their family, waiting to get the call from the NFL team that's drafting them. He had a whole set built, and his thing is legendary. That's what he always says, legendary, be legendary, I'm legendary. So he had a set and all these hats. I'll put a link to it. All these hats in the background on these shelves said legendary, and all the, that fad that's going on with the pictures, the background is looks like grass, and then they have words in the middle of it, all that type of shit. But when an NFL team sees that, they are seeing that there's nothing left to teach you. There's nothing left to show you. And certainly money's not a factor because you're already driving Rolls Royces and have, enough diamonds to make a child from Sierra Leone cry. So that's why the teams passed on you and you didn't get picked until 145th or something, and you went to Cleveland? Cleveland, man. Cleveland is punishment. You'll see an action movie and there'll be some FBI agent, who's not listening to his superior. You keep this shit up, I'll have you running a radio tower in Siberia. It's always Siberia because it's barren and desolate and cold and nobody wants to be there. Well, if you took Siberia out of that description, you could put Cleveland in there just as easily. It's barren, desolate, and nobody wants to be there. And you went to Cleveland. You're already being punished. Your mouth is already writing checks that your arm can't cash. And you have his dad in an interview. Oh, but what if your son doesn't want to go there? Who? My son? He's going to do what I say. Blah, blah, blah. You're too up your dad's ass or he's up yours. And no NFL team wants to deal with that shit. Your father earned the ability to have an attitude and be arrogant. You haven't earned shit yet. You're not that good of a quarterback. And for people to say that it's racist, of course, Skip Bayless, the number one in line to swallow a black dingus, is saying, are there racist undertones? Are they not picking him because he's black and all these other idiots? Oh, these NFL teams just don't want to deal with a confident black man. You mean to tell me arrogance is confidence to black folks? You ever heard the term off-putting? That's what that shit is. Always be humble. Even if you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, be humble. Arrogance and bravado is off-putting. Unless it's some young chick in her 20s you're trying to bang, that shit is off-putting. Nobody wants to deal with that. Especially these NFL owners who are billionaires, and what you see as generational wealth, they'll blow that in a weekend. But the guy, he's already a pain in the ass. You got guys on that team with kids his age. You're going to have men in that huddle with gray hair in their beard who's been working hard, and you're coming up here flashing, acting like an asshole. Already showing the owners that you can't be coached, that you don't want to hear shit, you can't improve on shit. That's what you're putting out. That's the vibe, man, that you're putting out in the world. And for people to say that it's racism, shut the fuck up. Just because it's low-hanging fruit doesn't mean you got to pick it. That is so dumb. That is so weak. That is so lazy. Racism? 75% of the fucking NFL is black. How is that racist? And there's black quarterbacks in the NFL. The kid taken number 1 overall in this draft, the same one that Sheduer Sanders got bumped in. Please allow me to bump thee. The same draft he got bumped into 145th. The first overall number 1 pick in the draft was a black kid. So stop with this racism shit. But that's what they're being told. Their handlers, Disney, whoever they work for, is saying, go on, get out there, boy. Spread that racism. Say it's racist. Go on, get. What did Mr. Burns say? Release the hounds. Release the little race pimping, race peddling, race baiting hounds. The Stephen A. Smiths. The Skip Bayless sisters. All you little jackasses get out there and talk about racism when these fucking black men are making millions of dollars. Give me some racism. Send the financial clan to my house. Tell them to burn a cross and leave a duffel bag with $20 million in it. Is that racism today? The NFL's created more black millionaires than anything else. Racism, you lazy bitches. Lazy. Lazy bitches. That's what they are. They're not going to seek the truth and talk about the truth. It's racist. Black kid not getting what he wants, racist. Then my parents are more racist than anybody else. My parents would make the Klan blush because you know how many times I didn't get what I wanted? I was a black kid. Where was the rescue squad for me? Where was everybody crying racism? Give this little black kid what he wants. Because my dad's two favorite words were hell no. Hell no. That's exactly how he sounded. Hell no. Dad, can I? Hell no. We got work to do. That's what my dad would say. Can I go over? Hell no. We got work to do. So where was Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith bailing my little black ass out? Because I was a black kid not getting what I wanted. Nobody cried racism for me. So why are they crying racism for this black kid? This rich black kid. If you're standing up for a rich black kid like this, then I should have had a whole cavalry of saviors coming to save me because I wasn't rich. That's how stupid this is. You are crying racism for a rich black kid. Now, what we need to do is head down to the South, exhume the bodies of all the black folks who really did deal with real racism and in their face, just spit in their face. If you have somebody who's old enough in your family who dealt with real racism, spit in their face because that's what this is. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Out.